Good morning, everybody. Hello, welcome. Hi, how are ya? Hola. I hope everyone is doing well. I absolutely wish you well. Um, I have definitely had some coffee, as you might tell. I hope that you have yours at the ready. I hope you have your coffee at the ready, your tea, whatever it is that you're drinking at this moment, um, or whatever time that you're tuning in. I record two a day, so I would do one in the morning for me and one in the afternoon as well. So I hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you think that you know someone who might enjoy this, please tag them. Or, if you don't want to tag them, maybe share this. Just share it with them. Maybe send it via messenger or whatever. Say, hey, you might like this. So go ahead and do that if you will. So yeah, let's get into it. I think I'm gonna do it a little different this morning. Normally, I'll pull in the morning. I'll pull from my therapests or my wisdom cards, and I have been feeling like in the mornings maybe we should work with the getting into the vortex oracle and our tarot. So I've just felt the need or felt the call to do that. So hello, peoples. Hello, welcome. I felt the call to do that, and so that's what I'm going to do. We're going to honor that until we don't, right? Uh, so I'm shuffling, and I'm going to do it a little differently too. Normally, what I do is I will focus on, the day. I'll focus on the morning. What message we need to discuss this morning, and I will pull a card, and then I'll utilize the card in the tarot together to title the video, but I didn't do that this morning. I used the tarot to sort of title the video and just keep it fresh, keep it nice. So let's see. All right, and like always, feel free to express yourself. Feel free to share your thoughts. Okay, this is our time together. We are co-creating this adventure. And so it's all about what we discover together. So, the oracle card this morning that we're focused upon, that we're discussing, is our source is one of love, not condemnation. So, our source is one of love, not condemnation. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? When you pay attention to the way you feel and deliberately choose more thoughts that feel good, while you think them, you will begin to recognize the nature of your broader, non physical desires. The majority of negative emotions that you feel are not because the subject of your thought is wrong, but instead because you are condemning something that your source does not condemn. Your source is one of love, not one of condemnation. So, what comes up for you with that? I think the first thing really that pops into my head that I'm being asked to share is we are taught a lot by society, by whoever, right? um how, depending on who we are, depending on the color of our skin, depending on our gender, whatever, we are supposed to behave a certain way. We are supposed to fall in place. We are supposed to act a certain way, right? And in reality, when we don't do those things, even if we understand that we don't have to live that way, we don't have to be that way, we still have it ingrained into us because it is widely accepted. And so when we deviate from the path, from normalcy, correct? Um, we recognize that on some level we condemn ourselves, because on some level we feel bad, we feel guilty, we feel shame, we feel something that is associated with a negative perception, because we are taught we are not right. Does that make sense? And so our source is one of love, not condemnation. And so when we recognize, like, no, this is not me, and this is not source, this is not God, this is not goddess, this is not, the the essence of all that is. There is no judgment there. There is only love. There is only, acceptance of all that I am. And so when I recognize that, I realize like, okay, this is society. This is programming. This may be familial stuff. This whatever it is. This is stuff from other people who have stories, who have ignorance, who have, their own way of being that is being projected on me. And so no, I'm not, when I'm in that space, I'm not in alignment with my source. I'm not in alignment with the beauty of all that is. And so I recognize like, okay, this doesn't feel good. So I'm going to stop this now, and I am going to plug into that of source. I'm going to plug into what I love, what feels right to me, what I know is beautiful to me, and who I am. And when I do that, I tap into the source, right, of all that is. I tap into God or goddess, whoever. I tap into that, and there's no judgment there. I'm not being condemned for being me. Okay. So does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Uh, I like this though because it's just reminding us, look, when we feel down and out, when we feel bad, when a lot of times we are out of alignment, we are disconnected from who we really are, and we are actually entangled into the sort of the vibration, or the thought patterns, the streams of consciousness of other people's stuff, other people's inferiority complexes, or the other people's, stuff, superiority complexes, whatever it is. A lot of times we are entangled with that mess. And so it is important that we untangle, detangle, detangle. Yeah. And look, the Ten of Swords is the tarot card that pops up for us, the Ten of Swords. Um, and so it fits quite right, doesn't it? Our source is one of love, not condemnation. The Ten of Swords. Tens represent like finished endings, things that are done, but it's also this introduction to a new start. Because when one thing ends, something else has to begin. It's just the way of things. And so this chapter is ending, and a new chapter is beginning. And I'm so tired. Again, look at all these swords. This bitch is dead. Like seriously, like look at all of the swords and all the chakra points, right? So it's like done, like dead, like just complete, right? So, with that being said, I feel like, this is the time for us to contemplate this morning. It's like, okay, what needs to be what needs to be laid to rest? Like I am tired. I am so exhausted. I am drained. I am depleted of mental faculties. And I recognize that I am this way because I am allowing myself to get caught up in the gossip or the drama of other people, other situations, things that do not matter in the long run to me, to who I am. And so I must recognize that I need to plug back in to the source that is love, the source that feels good, the energy, the connection that feels right to me. And so this is an opportunity where, yes, I feel down and out, but it's an opportunity to start focusing on that which feels good, and unplugging, like disconnecting from the streams of consciousness, the patterns, the words from other people and situations that are projected, that are trying to limit me, that are trying to make me feel some type of way. What they say about me is not my business, right? What they do, not my business. My business is myself. My business is what I say. My business is how I behave, how I act, what I do with my time. That's my business. You're not my business, right? Um, and so it's also important to remember it's time to get back to us. It's time to put ourselves first. We have done things for everyone else. We have put ourselves last for the last time. This is a card of sacrifice. And it's important again that there's no condemnation here in regards to alignment with source. We must connect. We must remember who we really are, and it's from a place of love. It's from a place of compassion, unconditional love, right? And so there are things we can do in our situations. We are not weak. We are not powerless, right? We may feel that way, but in truth, we have the power to take action. And it is important, again, to start deliberately choosing thoughts, patterns, people, situations, experiences that feel good to us, not what other people tell us we should be choosing, but things that feel right to us. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense. That's Let me know if you have any last minute thoughts. But that's kind of like the little conversational blip for this morning. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you did. I appreciate you showing up this morning and spending a little, a few minutes with me. I will be back later this afternoon with another daily, another Deviant daily or afternoon edition with more cards. But yeah, my goal. I love doing this, and my goal is just to have conversations with people and to just interject some insight where we can grow together and where we can just really think about how things work in our own lives and take our own lives back and make it full of empowerment and things that feel better to us. Yeah, so thank you so much. I appreciate you. And if you want to support these videos and future videos, feel free to click the link in the description. And there are various ways to show your support if you want as well. Um, just by engaging, sharing my content and just engaging. I really enjoy this. So thank you again. And if you're watching a recording of this, keep commenting, share your thoughts. I love coming back to read. So again, thank you. And I will talk to you later.